I mentioned my great aunt when we speak about the power of hope a few times a week before Mincha, and I mentioned my great aunt, my Tante Esther, who always saw the chesed of Rebbeinu Shalom in her life, no matter how hard things went and how difficult things were. But she lived with this awareness of the chesed. Tonight is her yortzeit, so Leilu Nishmas, Esther Vas Observ Wolf. We're looking, okay, the parasha ends. We mentioned this all the way in the beginning of the Matzav, but the Baal HaTurim says at the end of the parasha, it ends with the death of Yishmael. The next parasha begins, the Eile Toldos Yitzchak, right? And we go into the history of Yitzchak. And the Baal HaTurim wrote, I guess about 800 years ago, it brings his death right next to Eile Toldos Yitzchak. Why? Lomar lecha, to tell you, Kishayipol Yishmael ba'achris hayamin, that in the future when Yishmael falls, Oz Yitzmach ben David, then Mashiach will grow, the son of David will grow. Shehumi told us Yitzchak. He is from the offspring of Yitzchak. There's a process of birur, of selection, of clarification, differentiating Klal Yisrael from Yishmael. And for all of history, Yishmael resents Klal Yisrael. For all of history. And I'm not going to go through the history now, but it's something we need to understand when we're looking at what's happening. But Klal Yisrael needs to have certain qualities. Besides Gemilas Chesed, which is interesting, Yishmael is known for that. We're gonna go to it soon and look at it. Rachmanim, Baishanim, V'gomlei Chasadim. Three things. Rachmanim, merciful. Baishanim, they get embarrassed if they do something wrong. They have a concept of being ashamed of themselves. And Gomlei Chasadim, that they do Chesed. I'm going to just talk about the Chesed and the difference between the Chesed of Yishmael and the Chesed of Klal Yisrael. We're looking for a wife for Yitzchak. Eliezer Eved Avram comes. He has an entire entourage of people with him, camels and slaves and servants, and he sets up a test. The girl who's going to not just give me to drink, but she's also going to feed. She's also going to offer to water the camels. That's going to be the wife for Yitzchak. And interesting, he says, if Hashem, if you set this up for me, uva eda, with this I will know, ki asisa chesed, that you did chesed madoni. Right, again, Avraham is the man of chesed. So we're looking for somebody who reflects this chesed. He finishes speaking, a girl comes out, and she goes, as carrying her water pitcher. She's beautiful, she's pure. She goes to the well, she fills it with water, and she gets up. The Medrash says the water rose to meet her. She didn't have to draw the water from the well. The water rose to meet her. And that's why it doesn't say she drew the water. Soon it's going to say she drew it. And the Ramban explains that that's how the Medrash knew. Because when she starts giving the water, it says she draws the water. But over here, she just takes the water. She didn't have to draw it. So he sees this and he knows there's something special over here. There's a miracle happening right in front of his eyes. He runs over to her and he says, can you give me some water from your pitcher? Now, he's an able-bodied man. He's accompanied by slaves. So he's got people with him. Probably somebody could give him a drink. There's like a strange kind of request. And she says, drink, please, my master. And she quickly brings, the Orach Chaim explains every step of the process, how she quickly brings the pitcher off of her shoulder. She gives to drink, and she gives just enough, and everything she's doing quickly, and she's bringing it to his lips. He doesn't have to do anything. Maybe he's tired, maybe he's worn out. All she knows is a man asked for help, she's giving the help, even though, l'chaira, he could have helpers available. Now, afterwards, he finishes drinking, and she says, Okay, now for your camels. And she runs. The camel drinks a lot. And she keeps going back and forth with this pitcher, and she keeps filling up until the camels have had their share. That's a lot of water. It doesn't say over here anything about the water going up. Over here, she's drawing the water, the pasuk says. And not only that, she runs back to the well to draw the water. Vatishav, and she draws it. No miracles over here. This is just hard work, and a lot of it. So the Mefarshim explain that why is she not getting the miracle over here? Why isn't she getting the assistance over here from God? And they explain, see them, say maybe with a little bit of a different explanation, a little bit of a different tone. They explain that two different things are going on. She needs a drink, Hashem makes a miracle for her. But right now she wants to do a mitzvah. And so he's going to let her do that mitzvah. Without help, it's going to be hard. Now, even when we do a mitzvah, we hope for a lot of siyat d'shmaya. We hope that it won't be so difficult to do this mitzvah. But what was going on over here was we had a test. A lot of people do chesed. You know what? They've hooked people up to machines. We are wired to get enjoyment out of helping another person. When we help somebody, we feel good. They feel good. Everybody feels good. This is a human quality. It's wired into mankind. Yishmael has this concept of chesed as well. But something else is happening over here. Vayorotz Avraham. Avraham runs to the cattle when the malachim come to see him. He runs. The lashon of rotz is from the word rotzon, desire. The greatest way you show your desire for something is by running after it. That's the expression that I really want this. I run to it. Avram had slaves. When Avram ate his meal, I'm sure the slaves were the ones who were taking care of it. Maybe his children. But no, when he had this opportunity, he loves the mitzvah so much. I want to look at it a little bit with a different kind of eyesight, if possible. What does it mean? Somebody once came to Rav Yaakov Kamenetsky and he said, I don't think I get schar for learning Torah. He says, how come? He says, I enjoy it so much, I can't do it lishma. I enjoy it too much to get a lishma. I want to do the mitzvah lishma, but I enjoy it so much. Rabbi Yaakov says to him, no, that's actually lishma. That's what it means to do the mitzvah at the highest level, that you're enjoying the mitzvah itself. The idea of giving somebody help is nice. If I can give him help by snapping my fingers, by ordering a caterer, by pushing the magic button and he gets that water, he gets the thing he needs. So I feel great. The outcome was there. Is the goal only the outcome? What am I in a hurry for? I want to get to the game. So I'm hurrying to get to the game. And I want to get there quickly. When I'm at the game, do I say, speed it up? Or do I say, oh, I'm really enjoying this game. I hope it goes into overtime, maybe double overtime, triple overtime, even better. Because I'm enjoying the process itself. When looking for a wife for Yitzchak, the goal was to find somebody who the process of doing it was the goal itself. Not just that I want to have the water, but that I am able to take part in giving him this water, that I am able to take part in giving the animals this water, means that I am taking joy, not just, okay, I'll do it because I want the outcome, but because the process of being invested, how am I using my time? My time itself is valuable. So I'm going to do something valuable with that time. People often, we're always in a hurry to the next step. What's next? What's now? What's now? How valuable is what I'm doing now? Can I live with this moment and see its value? Or am I only trying to get to the end of the year? Am I only trying to get through davening? Am I only trying to get through Seder? Or am I saying, how can I actually take this experience and have the experience itself as meaningful? The amazing thing is, the end of the Parsha, when he brings Rivka, Yitzchak brings Rivka to his tent, to his mother's tent. And the Ramban says, he could not be consoled after losing his mother. He was devastated. And Rashi says how it's the way of a person to be consoled through his wife on the loss of his mother. But nobody could fill the void that was left by Sarah, who was Avram's partner. But it says he brought her to the tent. Vihi Sarah. She was Sarah. It was like what was missing was there again. Because there was somebody who understood that it wasn't just that we're trying to get the outcome. How we live our life itself has meaning. Not just the goal at the end, but the process now. This is what it means, once again. We're the children of Avram and Sarah and Yitzchak and Rivka. Have a beautiful Shabbos.